Hi friends, welcome to another beautiful day to move your body and breathe on purpose. My name is Radiance and I'll be facilitating us through this flow today. Today will be a deep stretch yoga flow focusing on our splits. Get excited, it will be nice and at ease. I hope that you're prepared to outstand yourself and make yourself feel more amazing. You deserve that. What you'll need for today's class is a set of blocks, maybe a mat. I'm sitting on a blanket, maybe something to protect your knees. Also, I have a stretching strap here, and you may not need it, but it's just something to make you feel more cozy. But first, we'll get started with 5 intentional breaths. So finding yourself in a seated posture, whether it's in a hero's pose or an easy pose where I am, but allow yourself to get settled into the seat. Maybe you're rocking your hips side to side. Maybe you're just rolling your shoulders back and down, rolling your neck, and just finding your breath here. We don't have to rush or force it. We're simply going to be aware of our breath in this moment. Taking a deep inhale in here. And exhale, release. That's breath 1. Inhaling in, breath 2. And exhale, we let it go. Breath 3, inhaling in. And exhale, we release. Breath 4, inhaling in. And exhale, we let it go. Breath 5, deep breath in. And exhale, we release. Beautiful friends. Here we're going to start with hip circles, Sufi spine, allowing your chest to pour down towards your knees. Maybe you're straightening that arm and going side to side and around and round. Circulating the energy in your body. Go ahead and Uno reverse if you haven't already. Inviting you to draw an intention for practice. As I mentioned, we'll be doing splits. So maybe your intention is to be compassionate with yourself. All right. So now for some seated cat-cows. Inhale, head up, chest up. I want you to really elongate your head towards the ceiling. I wrote your name on the ceiling. Can you see it? Maybe your hands come back towards your hips, bringing those shoulders back. Deep breath in. Exhale, we release. Belly button to your spine, tucking your chin into your chest. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we release. 3 more. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Now your arms. Inhale out. Exhale, close. Inhale out. Exhale, close. Inhale out. Exhale, close. Inhale out. Exhale, close. Beautiful. Inhale out, and then we bring our hands behind us here. Bring your feet into a butterfly position and start to rock your knees side to side. And then when you're ready, bringing those hips up, opening out on each side. A couple more. Maybe the arch goes up a little bit more. Wow, beautiful. All right, friends, meeting me into a tabletop position. I'm gonna place this blanket now underneath my knees. And finding myself in a tabletop, I'm also going to prepare for my blocks. So I'm going to bring my blocks to the side. Yeah, there we go. Blocks to the side, there we go, sorry. And then I'm gonna come into a tabletop. So first we're going to start by bringing our leg back, right leg back. And I want you to make sure that your belly button's to your spine. You're really relaxing your shoulders, taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, we're gonna bring right knee, right elbow, look at your toes. Inhale that leg back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, look at your toes. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, look at those toes. Inhale your right leg back this time, friends. Go ahead and shift those hips, make them even. Left hand forward, deep breath in, we reach. Exhale, we crunch, tapping that knee to that forehead. Inhale, we reach. Maybe we look at our hands. Exhale, we crunch. Inhale, we reach, friends. Reach, reach, reach. Go ahead and bend that right leg 90 degrees. We reach a little bit more, sending that right hip down, and then we grab that foot. So grabbing that foot, pressing through that right palm and that left knee up. Deep breath in, we lift that knee up a little bit more, and exhale. Maybe we shift our gaze to our feet. Inhale and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring that left hand back. Right knee, right elbow. Deep breath in and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Bring that foot beside your right foot. So here we're going to lean into it a little bit more. I'm gonna shift back. There we go. You'll hear me really breathing here. So shifting that left hip in. There we go. Just to feel here. And then shifting on that knife side of that right foot. Breathing here. So maybe you grab that block here and you take a deep breath in and exhale. We come up with our hands on our blocks. So from here, we're going to go with no hands. So we'll bring our hands out, take a deep breath in here, and exhale. Inhale your arms up and interlock them with your pointer fingers out, your arms by your ears. Deep breath in, squeeze those glutes together, shift that right hip back, and exhale. Slowly, we lean back. We take a look at the ceiling. Deep breath in and exhale. I'm definitely shaking, but to keep the integrity of the pose, one more. Inhale and exhale. We shift back, shift that hip forward. Beautiful. Deep breath in, our hands come up. Exhale, we bring that left hand on the outside of that right thigh and we point that right hand back. Deep breath in, your hips are nostrils. We shift that right hip back. We're looking back behind us. Deep breath and exhale. Go ahead and lean a little bit more. Take that foot up and grab that foot with that, oh my goodness, there we are, sorry. With that right hand, you just gotta breathe. You see I'm a little bit off. There we go, okay. Inhale. And exhale, look back at that back shoulder, deep breath in. And exhale, sit that leg down. Bring those hands back to those blocks. Head up, chest up, we look up, back. Exhale, bow on the inside of that thigh. Inhale to a low lunge, exhale, halfway split. Wow, that feels so good. All right, so shift that toe right and left. So as you can see, I was like this. I'm softening my shoulders, bringing that heart closer towards that knee. That gaze forwards, deep breath in, and exhale. Sitting a little bit more into it. Inhale, low lunge. So here we are. I'm kind of gonna come a little bit, bring my blocks further back, and then exhale, halfway split. All right, so inhale, low lunge. I want my head up, chest up. Exhale, halfway split. My gaze forward. Now we're gonna hold here in the halfway split. We're gonna do 3 breaths on this thigh to bring it up. So here we are, deep breath in, lift. As you can see, I'm firing my glutes. Exhale, letting it go. Flexing that quad, deep breath in, we lift. Exhale. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we let it go. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we go down. Inhale, low lunge. Bring those shoulders back. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, we lift that leg. Exhale, we release. One more. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, we fire that leg, lifting it up. Exhale, we release. Beautiful. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to a low lunge. We're gonna bring our hands on the inside of that right foot, opening out, looking towards that back leg. Deep breath. Lift that back knee off the ground. And exhale. One more. Lift that leg, straighten that leg. And exhale, we release, and we let it go. Untuck those toes. We rock on that left leg, deep breath. Exhale, that left, that left foot comes to meet the right. It's a malasana, friends. You saw me, my left foot. Sometimes I'm like recording, I'm like, left foot, why would you do that? But it just shows the realness of it all. So bringing that foot and that hand, feet on the ground, full feet on the ground. It's okay if you need to sit on a block. But here we are. We're gonna take a deep breath in. I'm gonna choose not to. I'll put it really low and exhale. Inhale the crown of my head towards the ceiling. Maybe I'm closing my eyes. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Now where you are, I'm gonna come back to this side. We're gonna breathe. We're gonna bring our hands down. Bring our legs back, high plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Squeeze those glutes. Take those shoulders back and down. Look up at the ceiling. Shift gently side to side. Opening that back. All right, deep breath in, up. Exhale, downward dog. Marching it out. All right, so that was a beautiful test run, right? We have another side. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels. Inhale, tippy toes. Pressing back through those palms. Exhale, heels. Inhale, tippy toes, that belly button to that spine. Press back through those palms, elongate those hamstrings. Exhale, heels. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring those knees back down. And we're gonna get ready for the left side. All right, friends, left side, spicy side for me, but we're gonna go get it. So, left, and actually I think, let me make sure those are not in the way. So left leg back on the ground first. We're gonna rock on that Achilles, calf, shin, all those toes. Yeah, ooh, that feels so good. I'm really excited to get into this side. I have to say that because it's spicy. So now we're gonna lift that left side. We're gonna drop that hip. You see how I was here? We're gonna drop that hip there. We're gonna press back. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Look at your toes, you heard that? Inhale back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, we go back, friends. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. We hold here, take 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Now we go back, right hand forward. So it's a nice little bird dog. Check your posture. Make sure that you're feeling nice and long, not necessarily high and uneven. Deep breath in, we reach. Exhale, we crunch. Knee to your forehead. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we crunch. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we crunch. Inhale, we reach, hold. Hold, find your steady. Go ahead and bring that left leg 90 degrees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, grab that left foot. Taking a nice, wonderful inhale in. We lift that knee, there we go. There's the stability. And exhale. Inhale, can you open out your chest a little bit more? Maybe you're looking towards your toes. And exhale. Last one, best one. Find some space. Inhale. And exhale. Taking that hand down. Left knee, left elbow. 2 more breaths. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We bring that left leg or left foot towards that left hand. We prepare for our low lunge. So we're gonna go ahead and bring that foot back. And then from there, we're gonna grab our blocks. Our blocks are gonna take us to each side. And so we're gonna go ahead and lean forwards and backwards into our low lunge and then heading into our split. So on the next inhale, we sit here, we go ahead and allow ourselves to shift side to side, breathing, finding some space for our body here. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your elbow. On your next inhale, we're gonna send our gaze up towards the ceiling and then exhale, just preparing our heart and mind. Now we bring our hands off of the blocks. We take a deep breath in. We're shifting our thighs together as magnets and exhale. Inhale, we bring our arms up to the sky. We're interlocking our hands and our finger pointing towards the sky. We take a deep breath in and exhale. We're slowly going to bend back, shifting that right hip forward. We're looking up towards the ceiling. Our arms are staying close to our biceps, or our arms are staying close to our ears. One more deep breath in, find the control. Exhale, can you allow yourself to get a little bit deeper? Beautiful, inhale, we come back up. Exhale, our hands are at the blocks. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, halfway split. Should feel like some relief, and also maybe it's not for you. So in that case, go ahead and find what feels good for you by shifting those toes left and right. Breathing, allowing yourself to just be at ease. On your next inhale, we lift our head up. We're looking towards right in front of us. Exhale, we go ahead and bend our heart towards our thigh. Inhale up and exhale our heart towards our thigh. Beautiful, just warming it up a little bit more. Inhale, we're gonna low lunge. Now, we are going to take that right hand, left hand, or right hand, sorry, left hand will go up, right hand will go on the outside of that leg, and then we're gonna point back with that left hand. So you'll feel yourself threading that right hand to that knee. Maybe you're applying some pressure to the outside, and then that left hand is pointing directly back. So taking a deep breath in here, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Maybe the last one, that foot comes up, you grab that foot. Maybe it makes you maneuver a little bit. So when you grab that foot, take a deep breath in and allow yourself to really get into it. One more. And exhale, beautiful. Now we're gonna come over. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Wow, beautiful. Now we have 3 breaths and lifts in our halfway split. So inhale, on the next inhale, your left leg up. As you see, I'm so spicy on this side. I'm fighting for my life. Inhale, that left leg up, we hold. Exhale, it's back down. Relax, flexing that quad. Deep breath in and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now we inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, low lunge. And then take those hands and we bring them towards the inside. Now I want you to come onto that knife edge of that left foot and then rock onto like that outside of that right hip. Maybe you're bringing that the outside edge of your left foot. Maybe you bring your hand on that left foot. You look back behind you, opening out that chest. And then for 3 seconds, let's lift that knee up. So let's take a deep breath in. We lengthen here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Put it back down, opening out. Taking that right foot, coming onto those toes, we rock back and forth. And then take that right foot to meet the rest of your body. And here we are in our second malasana. So this will be the second malasana before we transition into our splits. So opening up your chest here, maybe you're rocking side to side. Maybe those arms are open. Taking a nice deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling in. And full breath out. All right, friends. Let's step back, high plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Squeeze your heels and your glutes together. Look up towards the ceiling. Drop those shoulders. Exhale, downward dog. March it out. All right, friends, we're gonna do that again, and then we're gonna do some slides. So inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels. Take your right leg, three-legged dog. Shift to that left side so our chest is melting toward the left leg. Deep breath in. We lengthen that right leg up a little bit more. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Allow your left knee to come down to the ground. We're in a low lunge. We step up towards our blocks. Deep breath in, head up, chest up. Exhale, we bow inside the inside of our thigh. Inhale, head up, chest up. Exhale, we bow. Beautiful. We come back into a halfway split. Inhale. Exhale, our heart towards our right thigh. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Now take that foot and we slide it out and we adjust our back. Now this is where I'm at today. Maybe you're not all the way there yet, but we'll get there. So pointing that front toe, taking a deep breath in, and exhale, relax your shoulders. Now on this next inhale, we have 3 breaths. I want you to lift that back leg up. We're flexing both legs and we're bringing those shoulders back. We have 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale and exhale. Allow your back leg to slide a little bit deeper. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm gonna place a block underneath my leg. And what I'm gonna do is take another block and I'm gonna shift myself side to side. And so this is what you're gonna do with me as well, wherever you are in your practice, shifting side to side. Now we're gonna do 3 bows. On our inhales, we'll lift up, head up, chest up. Exhale, we'll bow towards the inside of that thigh. Inhale, we rise, breath 2. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we release. Bow. Beautiful. Now, wherever you are, maybe you lower that block or you take yourself a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna remove the block and do the same side to side, trusting my body, breathing through it. Moving that right block even further back to create more space. We have 3 more breaths wherever you are. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Last one, best one. Deep breath in, full breath out. Maybe you come out of that. So I like to take my time. Eek. But we come out of that one and we come back into a tabletop and do some fire hydrants. Breathing here. Both sides, just so that you can feel the difference. That you see what's happening in your body. So coming onto your knees once you're done with that, and gently start to do some hip circles. This is a moment where we take inventory of how we're feeling, what sensations are in our body, and also like, what do we experience there? It's a very deep hip opening stretch. So what did you feel? You weren't rushing through, you were breathing with ease. How did that feel for you? So let's bring our hands on our bottoms or the tops of our bottoms. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. We'll bend back, looking up towards the ceiling or the sky, allowing that head to hang, maybe those shoulders to relax. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more deep inhale in. Full breath out. Shifting those hips back. I am shaking. And guess what, friends? Finding your way into a downward dog. We have another side. What do you mean? What do our hamstrings have to say about this? Marching. Beautiful. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels. Inhale, tippy toes, bringing that belly button to that spine. Exhale, heels. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels. Beautiful, left leg in the air. Inhale, squeeze that quad. Melt your heart a little bit closer towards that right leg. Lift that leg up a little bit more. Maybe you're walking your hands back. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more melt. Inhale. Exhale. We bring that left leg in between our hands. Slide that foot back. That right knee down. We bring ourselves up on our block. We breathe. Maybe we untuck that toe. We are confident in what we're doing. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Deep breath in. Relax your hands. And exhale. Inhaling, maybe you're exploring, shifting towards the inside of that thigh. And exhale. The opposite. Just taking image. All right, deep breath in. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. Inhaling. Exhale, halfway split. Beautiful. Shift that right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, halfway split. Take a look at the ceiling when you arrive. Exhale, we bow. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, we lift on that halfway split. Exhale, down. My left leg, oh my goodness. Inhale, low lunge, friends, up. Exhale, halfway split. Inhale, we lift that leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, low lunge. Maybe you're maneuvering that leg because you know what's next. Exhale, halfway split. All right, and maybe you're taking a moment. I'm gonna lift my blocks. Maybe you're gonna take a moment to slide into that split. What is it right now? And take your time, allow you to have a little bit of micro movements until you get to somewhere where you're like, okay, I think this is where I'm at today. And when you do that, as you can see, I'm still a little bit high. I'm gonna put my block underneath, and then I'm gonna allow myself to have a moment to settle, just so that my body can know that it's safe, and we'll get deeper and lower. So in saying that, I'm gonna start wiggling side to side. And then taking a deep breath in, look up, reach up, or look up, you can reach up. Exhale, we bow. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow. Pointing that toe. All right. So now we're gonna come out of it, because I had to do that first, and we'll do a little PNF exercise. So bringing your blocks towards your hips. You see how much they are towards my hips? Inhale, straighten that back foot, flex that quad, straighten that front leg. Deep breath in, and exhale. Relax your shoulders even more. Inhale, and exhale. Squeeze the most you've ever squeezed. Deep breath in. And exhale, now slide, wow, into it. Oh my goodness. I have to breathe. I know I'm teaching, but Jesus. Let's bring that block underneath. And you see it's lower now though, so here we are. We're gonna take our breaths and we'll explore. Which means moving our hips. Pointing our toe, relaxing our shoulders. So wherever you feel a place that's like, wow, breathe, sit and breathe there. See what happens. Don't be afraid. Instead, lean in. Deep breath in. And out. All right, friends, 3 more bows wherever you are, inviting you to come a little bit lower. And we have 3 breaths. All right, so inhaling in and exhale. Inhaling in wherever you are and exhale. Deep breath in, last one, best one. And exhale. Wherever you are. Maybe we pout out. And then take your time out of that. Wow. I don't even know how to get out. Shoot. Yikes. That was really a difficult one for me, y'all. I won't even lie. So take your time if that was for you too. And when I say difficult, it's because I allowed myself to feel, to grow deeper, to explore. And I feel like that one really allowed me to just get a little bit more open and a little bit stronger. Now, if it feels good to you, you might be able to do more splits. Maybe you want to go left and right in slides. I'm not going to do that today just because of where I'm at in my practice, but I do have a video where we do that. This is the second splits class that I have that's tailored to splits, let's say. Some of them we do splits, and so maybe you want to check that one out. But allow yourself to just find some embodied movement. For me, I love twist. And maybe an upward facing dog. Maybe you're going back into that downward dog to say hello to those hamstrings. What do you need? Either way, take a deep breath in wherever you are. And exhale. Beautiful. Finding your way on your back. Let's just let this air out. Man, we did such a good job. So now you're gonna go on your back and we're gonna bring our knees into our chest and just rock side to side. Let me actually get underneath this. Wow, bringing maybe your ankles. Bringing each hand with one foot, drawing your knees into your armpits, drawing that lower back down towards the ground, heels towards the ceiling, shoulders and upper back towards the ground, rocking side to side. Happy baby. Maybe you were the happy baby that straightened your legs one at a time. Maybe you're the happy baby that straightened both legs. Or maybe you just were a happy baby. All right, deep breath in here, friends. Full breath out. Your hips or nostrils, inhaling in. Full breath out. Last one, best one, deep inhale in. And exhale out. Bringing those toes together, butterfly pose. Bring that butterfly pose down to the ground, opening out your hips here. Placing your hands on your heart, and I want you to take a moment to feel your heart beating. Understanding that your heart is beating for you. It's here every day. It loves you. It wants you to do well. It's your biggest supporter and your biggest fan. It's been here through every season of your life, and I pray that you are a good caretaker of it. By thinking good thoughts, by being a good caretaker of your body, giving gratitude, and being kind. So I thank you for coming to this practice today. Just take a deep breath into your heart and your hips. And exhale. Beautiful friends. Bringing your knees back into your chest. Go ahead and rock your knees. Bring your chin to your chest also and give yourself 3 rolls. 2, 3. Finding yourself into an easy pose so we can close out practice. So here we are, maybe some rolls. And let's just take a moment to do our last 3 intentional breaths before I send you out into the world. So bring your hands back to your heart. Hello, storehouse. Thank you so much for everything you do. Maybe we're closing our eyes or giving ourselves a soft gaze, but 3 intentional breaths. Breath 1, deep breath in. And exhale. That one's for us. Inhaling in, breath 2. And exhale. That one's for our friends and our family. They're smiling. Last one, best one. Deep breath in. And exhale. We send our loving kindness out into the world because we overflow. Beautiful friends, I'm so proud of you. My name is Radiance. It's been an honor flowing with you, affirming you, telling you how amazing you are, opening your heart and your hips. And I hope that you receive this with such open arms, all the good energy. I hope that you understand that you are absolutely incredible and amazing. You can change your life at any point, and you making it through this class is just that. It is changing your life bit by bit, even if you can't feel it. And I can't explain how proud I am of you. So congratulations, and have a beautiful week, and I'll see you in the next class. All right? Namaste. Peace. Yeah. Namaste. Friends, what an amazing class. Thank you so much. You really stretched yourself, pun intended, but you did. You challenged yourself. I'm so proud of you. I hope that you enjoyed this class. If you enjoyed this video, friends, make sure to hit that thumbs up, that like button, comment what you liked, and also hit the subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'm doing these videos because, one, I love teaching other people how to be mindful, how to feel the depths of their body and how amazing they are, you know? So make sure to share it with the world, and come back for the next class. I can't wait to see you. All right? Talk to you later.